What is going on, guys? Welcome to Unknown. I'm Dallas.
And I'm Alex. And this is our 1989 BMW 325 IS.
So as we said, this is a BMW 325 IS, and this particular model came with the M20 B25 inline 6 2.5 liter, making about 165 horsepower, paired with the Getrag 260 5-speed manual transmission.
And this particular car was actually optioned with the sport package, meaning you got a few extra goodies like a limited slip differential, upgraded sway bars, had some few upgrades on the interior, nicer materials, things like that. It also came with upgraded suspension and wheels. Obviously, it doesn't have the factory wheels on now or the suspension. And speaking of aftermarket parts, let's go over those now. These, you might have heard of these wheels before. You know, they're not super well known. Not very many people know about them. These are the beautiful TE37s in a glorious bronze finish. And wrapped around them, we have some Bridgestone Potenzas. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I might be, whatever. 200 tread wears, and these things absolutely grip the ground. It actually has so much traction whenever you step on the gas. The car doesn't move. The earth rotates under the car, and that's how you get to your destination. It's pretty incredible.
All right, guys, walk with me. Come on. All right, guys, not too sure what happened there, but come with me. We'll check out this really sick garagistic short throw shifter setup that is absolutely amazing for this old car and helped it with performance a lot. So very tight throws. This is actually the medium. It's that easy.
Folks, it's just that easy.
Then we'll take you under the hood.
All right, now in this 1989, the most important thing that you need in a car that you drive every day is AC, which of course we have right here. This is one of the AC lines. It doesn't work, don't worry about that. Next, Megan Racing strut bar. This thing makes this car so freaking stiff. And then BC Racing coilovers. Fantastic. So as far as aftermarket parts and upgrades, that's pretty much it. The rest of the car is almost completely stock. It's in really, really great condition. The only other thing we forgot to mention was the paint. The paint on this, it was originally a factory blue. It was like a light blue, I forget the name of it. But now it is a dark green. It's actually a factory Toyota color, and it looks really, really great. We have these aftermarket headlights with the halos, but you know, nothing too crazy.
So we actually have a lot of really great back roads in our area, and we wanted to get a good baseline on the car. So we went ahead and took it out there and ripped a lot of laps on those back roads to see where the car currently sits.
Rips.
And it absolutely rips. It's insane. It keeps up with all the new BMWs. It's blowing our minds. It really is, how this 1989 car is still capable and holding its own against all the new and modern vehicles of this time.
It gets down.
It does. It is very nice, super slow, but as long as you get your entry speed up, don't use a lot of brakes, which...
And don't go uphill.
Don't go uphill. The car is nasty.
That's my girl. I'll be your friend at the very end. That's my girl. I'll be your friend at the very end.
So some of the modifications we have on the way for the car is a top mount turbo kit, and it is the Canyon Crusher kit offered by 7 Speed Shop in Nevada. And it is a top mount turbo setup with pretty much everything you need minus a downpipe. And we also have a Mega Squirt 2 ECU on the way, which already comes with a base map for the car. So we'll be able to install everything, drive it straight to the shop and get a better tune.
And we also have a Stage 4 clutch on the way, and as well as a just kind of a general brake refresh. We thought about going with a big brake kit on this car, but one, the wheels are really small, so we would probably have to get a bigger wheel to go too much bigger with the brakes. And as it currently stands, we do deal with a little bit of brake fade after like a decent amount of hard driving. So our current plan, we're just gonna upgrade the pads and give it some nice fluid. It already has drilled rotors, so they stay nice and cool, but we just want to try to eliminate that brake fade.
And we also have a as well as the brake refresh kit, we have a boost refresh kit as well, which includes new gaskets for the engine, ARP head studs, and a performance timing belt. If you didn't know, this car has a belt, not a timing chain, and we have never really done anything like that. But
No.
we'll work you guys through the whole process. We're definitely not professional mechanics.
Not at all. Yeah, we have never boosted a naturally aspirated car before, so it's definitely going to be a bit of a journey.
Only turbo upgrades.
Yeah,
all we've done is take a stock turbo out of a car and put a bigger one in, which is a lot simpler than boosting a naturally aspirated engine.
Alright guys, that is pretty much all we have planned for this video. This is just kind of our first video, just kind of getting something out there. The next couple of videos we're going to make are probably going to be more planned out. Probably are going to be just building this car. We have a lot of stuff planned for it, as you heard earlier, but this video was just kind of like, hey, let's film something, let's get just a first video out, and hopefully people like it.
Figure out the process, figure out how to do it.
Yeah, we're both completely new to YouTube and editing and all that stuff, so if you have any constructive criticism, please leave that in the comments.
We also have an Instagram, we'll throw that in here.
And a TikTok. And pretty
Instagram,
much
TikTok,
any social media you can think of.
Yeah.
Unknown Auto, just hit us up. But yeah, that's pretty much all we got, guys. Like, subscribe, and share this with 10 friends for good luck.